Mm. Well, well, well. Uh, is this price limit right here? Damn. What's up, CCB? Good Thomas. What's good, Zaid? Good Manny. What's good, Roddy? Good Jonas. Pretty mad. Bias, man. If you take shorts, you have really big balls, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. I personally will not be even looking for a potential short. But that's just me. What's good, MST? What's good, Kispe? What's good, Shemi? What's good, Streets? What's good, Lori? I personally won't look for any shorts. But I mean, you can look for shorts. Nothing wrong with you nothing wrong with that if you want to look for shorts. Just think it's way too risky. If my model forms and I enter, yeah, you'll see it. What's good, PDI? I'll be bullish, yes. I would love to see a run on sell side. This hourly bullish value gap. I think it's really clean. It's good rise. Show us how you mark new week opening gap. This candle's open. This candle's closed. That's your low to high. Then I mark out 25, 50, 75% inside that range. If you struggle with new week opening gap, I have a video that I just posted on my YouTube. My most recent one is on that. What is price on is the 5% right now? It's 21143. That's what I've been told by Alpha Futures. So don't don't trade that. No trades at or above this level. So we don't have much for. Is it also for Top Step? Now some people have been telling me for Top Step it's only for funded accounts, not evaluations. Um, but I'm not 100% sure. I heard it's okay to trade above. No, no, no. The 5% rule is definitely there for Top Step. If you're on XFA, it 100% applies to you. The 5% rule is there. Period. Just to be safe, let's give us. I mean, we'll put it here just so we know exactly. But Sometimes the best time to buy stocks. Brother, I've already been in my stock positions. We called this move a long time ago. Do you think double equal lows here right now? I think so. I mean, I'd hope so. Would you be surprised if 9:30 opened and it just ripped one direction? No, I wouldn't be surprised. So, oh, it looks really clean. Okay, so when I mark new week opening gap, I use a horizontal ray. So horizontal ray to mark out the opening price here. Sorry, the opening price here, and then the closing price here. I'll mark that out. Then I use a Fibonacci tool. These are the settings, quarters. And what that does, these are the settings, quarters. So I can see the levels. That way it looks really nice, crisp, and clean. Bullish. What's the level for 5%? I can't see it for some reason. The level is 2143.5. I'll put a label right there. Yeah, no, guys, my live account it's just pumping and it's not stopping. You don't understand the 30% consistency rule. Your best trade, so when you go to request payout, your best trade cannot be 30, your best trading day, sorry. Your best trading day cannot be 30% of your total profits. That's it, bro. That's it. There's nothing else to it. Your best trading day cannot be 30% of your total profits. If it is, you can't request payout yet. You have to make a little bit more money until your best trading day is not 30%. You don't think it'll fill the gap? Eventually. I don't think it's going to fill it today, though. That's good, Ryan. Are you also bullish? Would you take any shorts towards the big Bissy? Too risky, in my opinion. What about $100 consistency rule? I don't know what that is. That's made up. You don't think it filled the gap? It's too bullish for me to even consider that scenario. It's not worth the risk, in my opinion. I'll either wait for it to tell me it's going to continue higher or simply sit out today. What do you think about quarterly? I've been bullish on the quarterly. That's why I purchased all the stocks I did. Well, we've been calling out longs. I don't know if anyone's been like consistently in the live stream. We've been calling out longs since Wednesday the 9th, April 25th. As soon as I saw this, to me, this low was not getting taken. I've been trading this entire time on the premise that this low is your quarterly low. I may be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. Definitely not now. And I definitely didn't think I was wrong in all those longs that we took. The one that got us payout, like this hit. It's the quarterly low in my opinion. You know? So yearly low? Yearly low could be. When did I buy the stocks? Literally, this is where I bought the bulk of my position. It was actually on Monday, April 7th. That's when I bought I bought it on this way down. So I bought here. I bought like pretty much all these days because it was actually moving quite a bit. But I bought most of my position on this Monday because it took out the sell side. So the sell side. So as this was like trading below and the monthly Bissy, that's when I got most of my stock position. Happen. You can. I don't really care what you think, but you can go back in the live stream. It's all there. The machine keeps on buffering these days. Is anyone else having that problem? What is swing trading? Swing trading is holding it for like weeks to months. On which time frame do you mark liquidity? It depends. Like there is no specific time frame. For me, it's good. Yeah, I think it might be just you, Pinaldo, but hopefully that can fix out. I wanted to, but on yes, May 10th, but weird. Wasn't smart. Exactly what I do, FJ. Every time I'm hesitant, buy less. So like, I'm never gonna go in with all my money on one stock trade right away. I always go down, you know. So I bought 10%. I bought 10%. I bought 10%, and then when I see a really good level, I see like 50% in my portfolio. Only AMD and Nvidia, nothing else. Those are the ones I was most bullish on. Those were the ones that were most discount when I was bullish on NQ. That's my stock model. Very simple. When I'm bullish on NQ, I buy discount stocks. Top 7 only. Top 10, whatever. Like it has to, I don't fuck with those little stocks. So I also have a criteria in earnings. Do you invest real money in NQ? No. Just I just buy the top NQ stocks when I'm bullish on NQ. That's my stock model. My stock model is very simple. It's very simple. Step 1, bullish on NQ. Step 2, discount NQ stock. Usually 9 out of 10 times, I'm always gonna buy Nvidia and one other thing. I'll always buy Nvidia because Nvidia's correlation and it's just the number one tech stock. So it just moves nicely. So I'm always gonna buy Nvidia. That's one. And then I'll pick one other thing that I'll do research on that I think has the potential to expand a lot this year. And then my research told me AMD. I looked at their earnings. I looked at their future, the stuff they're gonna do in the future. The CEO looks locked in, so I was like, AMD is my second tech stock. I was also considering Google, Amazon, and Apple. I chose AMD. So it's always gonna be Nvidia. Nvidia is always gonna be my main entry. So discount when I'm bullish on NQ, I look for discount stocks. It's always going to be Nvidia plus one other stock. This time I chose AMD because it had good earnings, good discount, good future projects coming in, and the CEO was locked in. So I locked in with AMD, and I just keep buying it. As soon as I'm bullish on NQ, I just keep buying it as it comes down. And then once I see that reversal, I put the bulk of my position and I just hold. I'll always leave a little bit more. So I didn't even use all my money to buy in Nvidia. I could have went in with more, but it never gave me another opportunity. So that's okay. If you buy it the first time and it just pumps, take your quick buck. But if it keeps going lower, you can keep averaging down. Do you trade Mondays? Sure. Should I buy some stocks right now or is it too late? I'd wait for the next dip. Wouldn't buy it right now. It depends how long you're willing to hold. Like honestly, I might hold this to a potential all-time high. Like I don't mind holding this for the rest of the year. I don't mind. I really don't mind. It might take some time. It might take a lot of moving lower, but I'm always bullish on NQ, as you should be. So I think we can get all-time highs. So when do you think the next dip will happen? You don't have to try to predict it. Just wait and see. Anyways, as for today, it's going to be a tough trading day. It's going to be tough because we have expansion pre-market. We're already at -4 standard deviations. Stream lagging hard. Is it lagging for anyone else? Did you buy Palantir? I didn't buy Palantir. I traded Palantir last year. I don't know, man. It's saying for me, it's saying it's not lagging whatsoever. But so it is lagging. Let me see what I can do here. Yeah, it was some China agreement or something. Stream is fine here. Stream is fine here. I don't think it's me, guys, because it tells me when it lags. It says the frames are not dropping. It doesn't say there's any connection issues. So I think it's fine. Price limit on ES. I got you, brother. Um, that the 5% rule means it says it right there. No trades at or above this level if you trade prop firms. If you're trading live account, then you can keep going. You can keep trading. For ES, it's 5961. 5961. That's on gold, probably bullish, but I'm not gonna check. I have to check now. I'm curious. It might actually give a nice setup for longs. Yeah, we had expansion in London. We've already reached -4. This is the key takeaway for today, guys. We've already reached -4 standard deviations of the Asian range. That is a red flag. Why is that a red flag? Because we don't usually expand this much from the Asian range. If we do, we already know this is an outlier day. It's not statistically in the realm of all the other days that we trade. It's kind of a red flag. Let's go. Let's go. So the tops up, yes, tops up has a 5% rule. Bullish or bearish? I'm not looking for any shorts today. I don't care if the market dumps 1,000 points. I will not short. Bro, it's not Asia. This is Asia. This is London. We're already at -4 standard deviations. NQ limit is 21143. The rule on evaluations, to my knowledge, yes. With alpha, it is for sure. With top step, I don't know. You have to figure it out. I'm assuming it is, but it may not be. Only 5% down, not up. That's incorrect. It's both sides, bro. For top step, it's 5%. It's 5% on any firm, guys. Top step, you can do evals during the price limit rule. Well, there you go. If you want to take Milky's word for it, you can do that. All right. Time to lock in, boys. Time to lock in. So, let me open up. I didn't even open up my account yet. Okay, so there's the sell side we marked out, already taken. Minor sell side. We have a huge opening range gap. The point where I don't even know if I really want to mark it, but you know what? Let's mark it. I don't think we're even going to get that low. Just make it like, I don't know, the faintest of colors. I think that's fine. Light green. To be honest, we don't really have to mark out the 100 and 0, 75. It's probably not going to go that far. So we have 25% org resting inside the hourly bullish. I think that could be a good criteria for longs. I have to zoom out so far, man, because I don't even need the 0. All right. Looks like we're getting a nice move lower right now. I don't really care what the stocks do. I was going to keep the stocks open as well, but I don't really care because see the equal highs we left? Really like that. All right, looks like we're drawing towards that hourly. Potentially a nice AMD model here. We re-entered the 15. We entered the 30-minute bullish. If I was really, really bullish and aggressive, I could take this inversion. By the way, this is first presentation for Value Gap. But I'm not going to be that aggressive. I'm just saying the criteria is met. Accumulation, manipulation, the first inversion back into the range. Although it's not really back into the range, so we actually couldn't take this trade. Never mind, it would be a rule break. Either way, I wouldn't take it though. Too aggressive. 3 minutes into session, like just be patient, you know. Don't try to jump the gun. Damn, Amazon really pumped. Holy. Amazon's at 9% gain. Bro, even when Trump made that speech, he was like, "Bro, no, we're gonna see so much green. Like it's gonna be green that you've never seen before, or some shit like that." He said. Yeah, bro. I mean, I hope so, bro, because I want to hold my position. I'm comfortable holding. Oh, if we're bullish, we should stay above 50% of this gap. So staying bearish so far. Staying heavy, lower. Wow, look at the wick that YM gave. Nice. All right, almost there. Those of you who are new, when I'm actually trading, I don't have chat open. So if you're talking in chat, just save your energy. I like to focus on my trades, and I don't want to be distracted. Um, so when I take a trade, you guys will see I have nothing to hide. I don't recommend anyone copy me because sometimes I mean there's a lot of reasons, right? One, if I lose, only I'm comfortable taking that loss. Most of you who are copy trading are probably not. Secondly, sometimes I make decisions very quick on the fly, and you simply won't be able to keep up. So that's very counterproductive to you. And sometimes I'm wrong. And when I'm right, another issue is you may start to get some sort of like confidence, and then you start to over risk on your copy trades and lose more than you would tend to. So I wouldn't recommend it, although I'm sure many of you still will. I want to see price reach the hourly FEG now. YM is making higher highs. I mean, must we enter it? Yeah, I'd probably wait. I would really hope that we just take the sell side here. What is YM? YM does not care, huh? Right? A little bit lower. Looks like we may get an S&T at that level. Oh, there actually is a volume imbalance inside that SIPI that I misannotated. So that is on me. I incorrectly marked that. But we do have the sell side level here. So I want to see if I can narrow this fair value gap down into something cleaner. Is there something on the 1 minute? No. I'm okay marking out this huge 1 minute fair value gap, and we'll just play that. Because this one hasn't been traded into, and it's really massive. So we visually obviously left a gap of inefficiency there. So I'll mark that out, but we already got the sweep, so we don't have to trade there, and we entered the hourly. But 25% org and that imbalance is right there. I mean, let's see. If we get a CISD here, we can start considering. Also, the fact that YM is already making higher highs, inversing its first presentation. So if we get a CISD here, I wouldn't be too opposed to entering a long position. Get 45-point stop. See if we get the inversion here. So I'm just waiting. The macro's in 8 minutes. Doesn't look like anything's gonna happen yet. We may see a lower low. YM still making higher highs. I don't like that. I feel like NQ should be reciprocating that move. YM very nicely giving you a CISD inverse of first presentation. Well, we're just making lower lows here. And ES hasn't entered the hourly gap, so we'll see if we get into that box. 25% opening range gap. ES trading into ES would be trading into that level as well, the hourly. We left a very nice void right here. Could be a draw. So we'll see. And the evenings will align with high day. Remember, we are inside the hourly bullish. We don't have to go any lower. but I would ideally like us to see us go lower. Macros in 5 minutes. Next 15-minute candle, also in 1 minute. Do have an SMT there, but I would like to see a ES at least make an attempt. Although we are in the 15-minute bullish on ES, so we don't really have to. But I would prefer. I would prefer. But I mean, let's see. If we get a strong CISD here, I can't. I think I would take the trade. It's a really good setup with really good potential for risk to reward. I can always scale into the position. So going in with light contracts to begin with, and then add, say we inverse this fair value gap or something, or inverse first presentation. Because of the fact, I mean, we're inside the hourly bullish. ES is in the 15-minute bullish. We did take out sell side. We have an SMT at the lows. YM's already been printing bullish. We're about to approach the macro. We swept sell side. Let's see if we get the CISD. We have a 5-minute gap that we're likely to trade to right there. We didn't get the CISD on that candle. 47-point stop. So I mean, yeah, we can just risk less and then add in. We're not forming any bullish fair value gap though, kind of a red flag. Also, we didn't get the CISD too cleanly. Notice how we wicked. So if it were to come back now, it's not as high probability. So I think we wait. We just fully wait here. See if we take out another low, then get a strong expansion higher. I don't want to keep chasing it, but it hasn't been invalidated just yet for me. Even YM's trading lower now. The hourly gap is still open for ES and YM. Huge inefficiency. We do have an SMT at the lows now with NQ and DS. We'll see if we put in a swing low here. Next candle would have to pump for it to be valid. Close below first presentation 50% level here on on YM. Kind of a red flag. I think we probably take out the low. Just gauging the order flow. If we get a single candle passing higher here, I think I'll execute the position. But I'd risk less. It's a really good risk to reward anyways. So I can just risk less. Like risk half. And then add in if anything. But anyway, it looks like it's not forming, so I don't want it anymore. It would have had to have been this candle. It's too slow. Like if it was showing me a willingness to go higher, it's different. Right now, it's not. It's really not. So it's kind of making me second guess this consolidation. It's too choppy. Macro's approaching though. I like relying on the macros at 9:50. I mean on Mondays. I like relying on the macros on Mondays. Do we put in a bullish fair value gap? See if YM closes back above first presentation. I mean, we got the breaker. Really a red flag. All right. I'll risk slightly less, but it's worth it, I think. We got the breaker. We have SMT at the sell side. We entered the hourly bullish fair value gap on a very bullish day. We swept the sell side. YM closed above 50% first presentation. Might close above here. I think we have a good potential objective in the equal highs. Also 2 to 2.5 standard deviations. We're inside the macro. This is a good trade. Let's just do it like this. Make this simple. I'll look to add positions if we like inverse first presentation. So I'm not going in with my full risk to start. I'd look to add positions. We have a 5-minute bearish fair value gap right here. So an objective that we could probably reach even if we're wrong, which allows us to somewhat manage the position. You wanted to see speed after this candle. We're not seeing speed after this candle. By the way, I got a lot better entry on my actual accounts, around 15 points lower almost. I got filled at is it fluctuating? What's going on? I got filled at pretty much 800, 801.5. Yeah, not seeing the speed where I expected to. We're inside the 10-minute bearish, but I like the setup for a reversal. I like the setup. We're inside the macro, inside the hourly bullish. We have SMT at the lows. YM is very bullish. We swept sell side. We have SMT on the higher time frame sell side as well. We have a very clean level in the relative equal highs in pre-market. So, like in my mind, like I've already fully accepted the risk of this trade. You know, like it's gone. It's like this money has left my account already. You know, that's the mindset I'm going in with this trade. I'm looking at this fair value gap. I want to see us inverse it. I also want to see speed above the high there. Because remember, that's your 5-minute bearish. We're approaching that 5-minute bearish. I'm going to put an alert here on the YM high. Because if YM is going to go higher, it's probably going to go there. I like the idea of trailing my stop to the breaker low. +1 tick. Stop at the breaker low. All right, let's see. Now we just kind of have to gauge the order flow. Like now we're at the territory where we could be wrong and we'd find out here. So if we start seeing bearish indicators, you know, we could potentially manually close. I still think I favor the reverse. I mean, we got the inversion there. We're getting into that 5 minute. Let's see if we start to wick or if we continue bullish order flow. We're at half standard deviations. Let's see if we get one. This is your minor buy side pool. We do have an SMT there. I think I might aggressively trail my stop here. We'll see. Currently, we have an SMT like this. Well, let's see. When we got the inversion, I think I like the stop here. Covers the inversion and the most recent bullish fair value gap we put in. Pretty much a break even. Covers the inversion and it covers this bullish fair value gap. So significantly decreasing the risk there. And I'm happy with that. Looks like we may hit the trail stop. It's not quite break even, but it's like minus 0.5 R. No, minus 0.05. Yeah, we got it out there. So that's okay. That was good trade management in my opinion. And it was good. That was a good loss. Let's see if this continues lower. In fact, if you're bearish, this should be a really good entry, but is there a volume imbalance there? Can't tell. It looks like we'd probably get, I mean, we don't know yet, but it looks like we probably would have been stopped out if we didn't trail our stop. So that was a good trailed stop, in my opinion. But we don't know yet. It looks pretty bearish, so if I have to be honest. Could it still play out? Possible. We didn't really retrace into any significant level, but if we get an inversion here, remember our stop was the breaker. That was a really good trade management on my end, and a really good trade setup. So I'm really happy with that trade. Our normal risk is 750, and then we lost 150. So 150, 300, 450, 600. So 0. What's 1 divided by 6? For me, that was 0.15 R loss. It's really good. If we can keep managing this way, I want to focus on. Right now, this looks like pretty bearish. We got the S&T at first presentation. We're tracing to the 10, the 1, 5, trading all the way below it now. I'm not interested in taking any shorts. I already told myself, but hypothetically speaking, if you wanted to short, I mean, you can get something like this. But I'm not going to be shorting. Not today. For me to take another long, it's tough to see a high probability long now that one failed. YM never took the high as well. Interesting. I would definitely have to see this inverse. If that inverses 10 a.m. PO3 idea, then we could potentially long because we took out a short-term low. That's the only way I can really get long and try the idea yet again. This trade wouldn't be as good, but still decent. Did I enter with 6 there? Yeah, I'll enter with 6 again. Yeah, if we inverse first presentation, I would have added positions, but we didn't. So if we respect this bullish fair value gap, and then we see an inversion, that could meet our criteria for a protraction model. I'm speaking right now. They used to be sneaking in Trump speeches nowadays. Well, honestly, you know what makes me, and I shouldn't be. I don't know if any of you guys can relate. By the way, I'm not reading chat, so I don't know. Wait, is Trump actually speaking right now? He is. Interesting. I don't see it on Forex Factory, but apparently he is. Anyways, when I take like very reduced losses, it makes me really content because I know when I now take a win, my risk to reward and my equity curve is gonna be so nice. Like even a 1R win, if I'm taking like 0.25R losses, 0.5R losses, if I get a 1 to 2R win, it's like amazing. Like it's like everything plus like so much. Alright, let's see what chat's saying. Please take your profits. You're so smart. Just take your number. Take it. You take money, bro. I'm fine, bro. Don't worry about me. It's not that strong. Yeah, it was pretty weak. I mean, it was nice here in the bullish value gap, but I knew the risk shorting into the 5-minute city. It rejected off the level I expected. I thought there was a decent chance we could, that could be the reversal, but that's okay. Don't worry about me, bro. Seems like stream is lagging for some people. I took a short right now. I took a long right now. Some people are entering. I'm in sales. Everyone's in something different. Trump's actually speaking. To my knowledge, yes, but I don't think it's quite significant. It's not. Seems like for some people it is, and for some people it isn't. Went long on the BISI. Good luck, bro. You planning to trade on Thursday? Yes. Well, for me, I'd have to wait for an inversion level here. Actually, we got the CISD on ES, but I think I'd probably still want to wait for the inversion. Impulsive buy was a manipulation. Nasdaq will sell all week. I don't know about that one, bro. As a trader, how many trades seem good for a week? It really depends on your style, bro. Really depends on your style. All right, let's focus back up. Yeah, so if I wanted to enter long right now, I wouldn't be breaking any rules because ES gave us a CISD. But ES didn't retrace into any level, so I don't trust that CISD. I'd have to see the inversion here. Simple as that. ES trading into a bullish fair value gap right now. The idea is that this low is your protected low, right? We would have been stopped out on the breaker had we taken that trade. If we left our original stop, so that's a good sign. Our original stop was right here. That hasn't been taken yet, but it might be. So very good trade management in my opinion. That's why I'm doing. consolidating. Stock market fizzling out its pump, but it's still very green. Yes, inverse, but you know, truly yes. Yeah, I'm not looking to force anything here. I wouldn't take any shorts, but it looks like it may go lower. We'll see. I'm not looking to force it. It might even go sideways. I'm already very, very happy with the trade I took. Remember that blue line on ES is always open to potentially frame a long from. Why would you not take shorts? Because high time frame bullish? Yes, broke my rules and traded London down 500. I'm out for today. It's okay, bro. Brother, the org premium and the one person don't tell you a story. I have my story, bro. I'm looking for longs. Not lagging for me. That's good. In shorts and longs, good luck, brothers. 4-hour FEG should get touched. Yep, there is a 4-hour. I mean, if it's bullish, it'll stay open and take out the high first, but possibly would be nice for a sweep to clean entry. Possible. Entry, shorts, lagging. Away from charts and market today. Price has gone beyond what I would be willing to assume. Risk on, be safe. Nice. Oh, that's ICT said? Or you said that? Either way, doesn't matter. Would be nice to sweep clean for entry. Can this bum trap stop talking? Took the 1-to-1 long from the breaker. Hey man, if you caught a 1-to-1, let's see, could we have taken a 1-to-1? Yeah, we could have gotten almost 1-to-2. Anyways, if we get this inversion, be my second idea. The 15-minute bearish is up there. But I like the stop level, like here. Pretty good risk to reward wise. Yeah, Force Factory is mid. I see him. He's on the podium, so I'm not opposed. He's on the podium right now, right? This is right now. Oh, this was. Market looks very choppy. I don't think I'll take this inversion. It's way too sloppy. 1, 2, 3. Now 4 candles trading into it. Unless we get like a bullish fair value gap as well. Way too sloppy. We also have the 4-hour bullish lingering right under us. Although I still think this can be a protected low. It's not that clean. Macro's over in 3 minutes. IM's trading lower. It doesn't look like it's time for the market to move, being honest. I think it's best we stay patient. Perhaps the 1050 macro. Perhaps 1030. And I can never tell. Like there's a volume imbalance on ES because the candles are so small. Just stay patient. I'm selling longs. Good luck, brother. I'm thinking we're going to sell off a lot more. It's possible. It's kind of bullish of OB. I mean, I'm starting to see the bullish order flow here on ES, but it's really choppy on YM. It's really slow. No fair value gaps forming. This is high resistance liquidity without a question. You know, without question, high resistance. It's not clean. I want to sit. I want to avoid trading in these conditions. I'm going to be patient. I'm thinking about waiting until 10:30, maybe 10:50. And I think we'll find a way higher probability setup at that time. Apparently Trump is still speaking, but I'm not keeping the stream open. Lost 2% today. How much do you normally risk per trade, brother? Do you normally risk 2% or 1%? Tomorrow with CPI, yeah. For the most annoying thing is when you enter, it goes up, then break even you. Well, would it have hit TP? Yeah, Force Factory's fault. I think it's like a pretty not important speech, that's why. But who knows? When you trade next time? When my model forms and I have a clear drawn liquidity. Right now, nothing's clear. I'll trade tomorrow, yes. This looks like it could potentially sell off. I think this could play out, but I wouldn't take it, but I think this could play out. I know IRL, but what's HRL? What's HRL? He's lowering pharmaceutical costs. That's good, right? Early. It's a good thing. Yo, Gatie, you sure that's the cheapest plan that gives live candles? The essential? Yes. 30-minute time frame USD. Enter short on the IFG but went break even when it didn't inverse the IFG lower. Would it have hit your stop or TP or no? I'm in longs, bro. SMT. Good luck, bro. Although I don't see no SMT. But tell you, I'm not taking any shorts. Although you run your rules and you didn't break any rules and get the market, respect that because of the criteria met, right? Yeah, I'm very happy. ICT says away from charts and markets today, prices are gonna be on what I would be willing to assume the risk on, be safe. Yeah, that's okay. You don't have to trade if you don't want to. Gatie, how many points you usually target? Doesn't matter what points, brother. I've never once looked at that. 30-minute time frame. We have SMT. We do have SMT at the lows, yes. That SMT's been there for a really long time. It's with the hourly busy. What's up, Kuzi? I've been pretty consistent for last year, I'd say. But a lot of break-even months for me. You entered? No. I won't be taking this. I said I'm going to wait till 10:30, 10:50. I don't like it. It took way too long to inverse. It hasn't even inversed yet. It took way too long. So if it just goes, it goes. I'll have to wait for something else. Higher probability. Rather funny. We trade the same way. Found you like last week. Hey, man. Something must be working then, right? There's consistent rules on alpha futures after you pass. Yes, 40%. Go longs, guys. No sell side drawn liquidity. Took long. Look for longs if you ask me. Are you trading live account? My only live accounts I trade is for stocks. No, bro, I think working market is scam. Only EMA is working? Oh. AA Band's not gonna like this? Why did you go out? What do you mean, why did I go out? Staying? This is my model. So if I wanted to enter this trade, I wouldn't be breaking any rules. And I would have to take it like this. This would be the trade. It's not A+. And I don't want to take it. It's not A+, so I'm not going to take it. There's too many red flags. For one, we left a 4-hour bullish fair value gap under us. 2, we have a 15-minute SIBI right there. 3, it took way too long to inverse. 4, okay, we actually have a bullish fair value gap, so I lied. We have one bullish fair value gap formed, but we had lack of inefficiency. So there's a lot of red flags. There's some green flags. The drawn liquidity is really strong, in my opinion. These relative equal highs at 2.5 standard deviations. We also have these relative equal highs at -1. So it's possible. Like, this is the model, but to be. Maybe if we get something like this, and it's a little bit probability. Yeah, PA is starting to look better. YM still sideways. Not convinced. I'm not convinced in the timing of this trade. I don't like that we left an open 4-hour. But the protected low I expected to be protected held. Well, it's holding. I mean, I'll wait for another protraction model. If it forms, I'll take it. Inverse first presentation. Kind of hard to get good risk reward. Unless you take it off like stop loss first presentation low. It's not how I trade. With its first inverse presentation, it hasn't inversed. I'm saying if we inverse first presentation fair value gap, it's a really good sign. If you want to learn about first presentation fair value gap, I'll just watch my YouTube video on it. So we have a really clean 2-minute bullish here. If we trade into that 2-minute bullish and we get like an OB off of it, with a good risk reward, we can get a high probability long. Because then we can at least get something off at this level. But it depends on the risk reward. Like, it would have to be like, we trade down, the candle that opens is here, stop here, and then we get like a partial off there and leave the rest. It's too neutral, in my opinion. I'm not in a long, no. I am bullish, but this is not an A+ setup. It's not even an, I wouldn't even give it an A setup for me personally. I've been really happy with my trade selection and trade management. Candles should trade slightly lower. Take care, Peter. See, now I give it like a B setup. I'll tell you the red flags. For one, we have an open 4-hour beneath us. Sure, if we're really bullish, I'd expect it to be a breakaway gap. This doesn't look really bullish. It's way too slow and choppy. If we didn't have all this like choppiness and wicking and slow to inverse, I would have taken this because then I would have expected the 4-hour to stay open because we have clearly bullish order flow. But this is high resistance, so it's conflicting. Are we going to leave the 4-hour open because it's really bullish? Probably not. I think we can possibly see a lower low, but it's hard to say. Maybe we start seeing really bullish order flow. There's also the fact it's 10:19. Also sloppy. There's also YM, which has been going sideways this entire time. The entire session. We've been stuck in the opening first 5 minutes. We haven't made a higher high or a lower low in the first 5 minutes. It's strictly consolidated. Looks like price is being held. And Q a little bit more volatile. We also have a 15-minute bearish right above us. Too many red flags. There's no way. Too many red flags. The only thing really good about this trade is the draw on liquidity. I really like those equal highs, but it's not good enough. Too slow. Too little volume. CPI tomorrow. So I'll wait till 10:30. I'll wait till maybe 10:50. But I'm not interested in this setup. And it's starting to look like a good thing that I wasn't interested in this setup. If anything, this could be a short. It would look like this. So the fact that I can outline a pretty decently sized, not a decently sized short, but like the fact that I can outline a potentially higher probability short is not a good sign. And I'm not taking any shorts today. I refuse. I refuse. So I think good patience on our end. Because if I entered this long, my stop would be right here. I would not be feeling comfortable right now. Would not be feeling comfortable. Look at that 3-minute inversion, man. I think this goes lower. I don't think this goes higher. Not right now. We reinversed. Reclaimed the bearish, which should see resistance at 40%. Not a bad idea, Garrett. I was thinking potentially similar, but I don't know if we have that much fuel. I don't know if we got the juice. I don't know if we got the juice like that. I'd expect this fair value gap to hold lower prices. This one that I'm marking out right. I'd expect this one to hold. If it's bearish, this one should hold. If it doesn't, it's really, really bad then. You can target though. Is IFPG enough for trading scalps? You can trade at inversions only, yeah. Yeah, it's way too sloppy. Yeah. I'm literally just gonna 10:30, 10:50. What's up, Yoshi? I'm bullish. Is it enough? Sure. Why not, bro? The question is it enough for you? It's not, is it enough? Is it enough for you and how you want to trade? Inverse the inverse, sign of bad market conditions. Inverse the inverse is a reclaimed bearish fair value gap, but yes. I'm bearish. That's okay, bro. We can have different buys. Is this not your 5-minute protraction model? No, we didn't retrace into any low or fair value gap. For shorts, it could be a 5-minute protraction short, but then again, you'd have to wait for the inversion on the 5. If it's a 5-minute protraction, no, it would be on ES. So if ES, it gives you a bullish fair value. Oh yeah, it is right there. So on ES, it formed. So if you want to take the protraction long, it would look something like this. It only formed on ES. You could take it on NQ if you wanted to, but this market's going sideways, man. You know, the first step of protraction model, it literally says it in the notes. You have to expect expansion. Protraction model is a model that's on the premise that the current dealing range is going to expand. The range is going to increase. This is your current dealing range. This is your dealing range from here to here. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's the fact it's so hard to mark dealing range that I can't see all the wicks is crazy. It's from here to here. This is your dealing range. You have to expect it to expand, you know? If you don't expect it to expand, there is no protraction. Are there some days you won't trade this week? Nope, I'll be trading every day this week if my model forms. Yep, it was basically a break-even trade. Oh, they added President Trump speaks. Forex Factory. Scammers, bro. Your subs are growing fast? Really? I want to hit 10k subs, man. If I had 10k subs, bro, I'd be so happy. I'm starting with equal high sleep inside first position and confirmation. Good luck, bro. Yeah, I don't think it's going to go higher right now either, but I wouldn't trade it. But 10k subs, 10 accounts giveaway? That's crazy. Sounds fun, though. 10k subs would be amazing. Definitely selling. Definitely going lower right now. Yes. Yes. How do I confirm news? What do you mean, how do I confirm news? Forex Factory partnering with these prop firms, bro. Not showing us the proper news. Calling it now. We take lows for RPG into the macro. Yep, I remember you said it earlier too, bro. We'll see. That's exactly why I didn't take any longs. Again. Now we left a really clean equal highs here. Drawn to liquidity wise. In my opinion, this 4-hour BISI. So the engineered low from 930. That's my opinion. If we're really bearish, then we can get all the way to new week opening gap quadrants. But I wouldn't expect that. I'm looking at this sell side pool. Opening range low. Alright, there it is. What's YM doing? Nice. Okay, YM just entered the hourly bullish. I guess there's a 4-hour on all assets now, so. Don't want to see an SMT here. The rainbow pattern, guys. If you guys don't know the rainbow pattern, then I don't know what you're doing. If you don't know the rainbow pattern, you're basically trading blind. Inside the 4-hour bullish on NQ and ES for YM, 4-hour bullish is right there. Yeah, man, it's obviously the rainbow pattern. I'll show you what it looks like. So basically, you're going to anchor this to the low. And then rainbows last for 1 hour. So what you do is, this low is 942. So you go to 1042. Rainbows last for 30 minutes. So you go to 942. 942. What's 942 plus 30 minutes, bro? 1002? Ah, fuck the rainbow pattern, bro. Sell side's almost taken on ES. We're still inside the 4 hour. The last 47 minutes. Oh, it's 47? Alright, well, if it's 47, then I know exactly what to do. 47 minutes would be right there. Yeah, so you basically got to find rejection at the rainbow high. So you can see here. Oh, fuck this, bro. But what even is this, bro? Who trades with this? Why is this an option in TradingView, bro? Anyone who trades with this should be banned. Their TradingView account should be locked. What even is it? What even is it? Time cycles? Shut up, man. You should be banned, bro. Well, 25% opening range gap. At least we're getting clean order flow now. I like it. I like it. Trump probably said something, but I like it. Seeing some nice order flow now. Why is that the 4 hour? All right. Nah, I'm not really comfortable taking shorts. If it wants to go, it can go. Like I said, it could go lower. It could go 1,000 points lower. I'm not even interested. I'm not interested. Exactly, we're extended, but I don't like taking retracement trades. I don't like taking retracement trades. If we want to stay really bullish, we'll respect the upper portion of the 4 hour. No, you heard an alert from YM. If we're really bullish, we'll respect the upper quadrants of the 4 hour. And if it wants to give me a deep retracement on the week, that'd be great. You know, that would be simply great. But I'm not gonna try to assume it's gonna give me a nice deep retracement into 50% or something. So I'm just gonna wait for it to align longs. Is it okay if I made 1,500 20 in the first day and 50k toss that like 30 cents made difference? I think 30% should be fine. 50% end walk should be a bullseye. Yeah, possible for sure. I know for sure Peyton here on TikTok took this short. I don't know who that is, but sure, bro. I knew I should take that 3-minute inversion. It was a really nice one. It's going to buy once to take out the low where the impulsive buy started. Maybe. I'm looking for a CISD here. First signs of bullish order flow. The CISD and the inversion here. And closure above 25%. 1033. 1030 PO3 aligns nicely. 1030 opens, trade lower into sell side, 4 hour gap, 25. Let me check the RTH 1 hour. Previous RTH low, opening range gap low. It's possible. Not the highest quality, but hopefully the model doesn't form if it's gonna go lower. You know? I'll post that loss later. We lost like 0.1 R. So like, I don't know, is that a loss? Sure. If you want to qualify it as one. We manage our trade pretty well. See if this inversion holds. You thought you smoked it? Sorry, there's an alert on YM. If you get the CISD to 43 point, we'll do another 6 and then add. I don't know. We're not really seeing that indication of higher. I'm not opposed to something like this. We closed back below 25% org, so I don't like that. Still bearish, no change. Still bearish, no change. $50-minute bearish for value gap played really nicely. You know, sure people took that short. It's way too clean. If you were bearish, could have. We're going into some choppy sloppiness, man. I might have to wait to just 1050. Call it a day at 1050 macro. It figures us unless like this trades higher right now, because this could be an intermediate term low now. So we'll see if we get we can get a bullish fair value gap here. It's a pretty good sign. I like the -2 there. But way too sloppy. I think 1050 maybe we see a move on opposing liquidity for during lunch. If it's the entire narrative, and then maybe it's a reversal. Today's push day for me. Should have a nice day at the gym. Thanks for your first presentation for that video. Got you, brother. I mean, you can see it here. 1, 2, 3 times. As long as bearish order flow, you can use it multiple times. I'm going to try to use it for longs here, though. If it resonated with you to the core, well, there you go, brother. There you go. Going sideways here, 12 minutes until the macro. Yep, that was a good short. That was a good short in my opinion. It's a really nice off the 15-minute bearish, first presentation aligned. If you're bearish, you could argue this is A+. Only thing that's a little bit off is the timing. But I mean, it was a new 15-minute candle open, so you could argue that. For a trade from here to here, that's an A+ trade in my opinion. Yo, Shane, just click shift. Just click shift. Good, Adam. Yep, trust your buys, bro. Don't trust me. Trust your buys. Use the horizontal line. Just hold shift. Just hold shift, Shane. You just gotta hold shift. I love telling people that, man. I remember when I figured that out for the first time. You know why I love it? Because when I figured it out for the first time that you can just click shift and the line goes straight, like, I was like, what? And now when people ask me and I tell them, they always have, everyone has the same reaction. Everyone's like, what? You're a freaking lifesaver, man. Like, what? It's gonna save me so much time. Like, you see people be marking out like their CISD. They're like this, bro. They're like, bro, we can get a CISD. Like, come on, bro. You're like, let's make this straight, and it's like it's always a little bit off. And then by the time you mark it, the CISD formed, and you're just like, hello. I don't like this. I don't like this setup. I'll wait to see if we put a bullish fair value gap. You always went to the settings and changed the coordinates? Oh, man. Oh, no. Another thing is the magnet tool. So if you guys don't know, this magnet tool, it attaches to levels. So if you'd be drawing fair value gaps and you'd like draw it like this and you're trying to like eyeball it, it's like never perfect. If you put the magnet tool, it'll attach. It'll attach right at the level. So magnet tool is great. Any body, high, lower, or thing, it's really nice. We technically did get the CISD there. I'm gonna wait to see if we put in a bullish fair value gap. I'm a little bit skeptical. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit skeptical. We closed below on the 15, below on the 30. I mean, we're working it on the 4 hour, obviously. We're above 1030. I want to see if we put in a bullish fair value gap here. Like, I'm gonna demand more patience, and it's gonna probably run, but that's okay. I mean, if we took it on here, still not even bad. Whoa, look at YM. 60-point stop. Oh, we can not A plus. It's tough now. It's tough. Might have to just be patient here till 1050. Wait for a continuation. Why did it have to be so sloppy in here, man? Tripping me out and shit. I wouldn't be surprised if it fails. You know, I can't. It's really not A plus. I mean, I really like that. Do like the 4 hour. I mean, this is what I was waiting for the entire time. We're above that sell side. We'll see if we can get a good fill, or we just wait for a protraction. Okay. Let's wait for a protraction. If we can get a retracement and then confirmation of higher, we'll just take that. We know one thing for sure. The D's equal highs are eventually going to get taken. It's just way too clean. If we can get like something like this, then I'll take it. I do think so, Michael. But it may not be today. It's hard to say. I don't know how much fuel we have left. We already expended a lot today. It's possible. It may be safe for tomorrow though. But I'm definitely keeping that level marked. It's way too clean. Just have to see a retracement. That's all I'm waiting for. It has to retrace into any of these fair value gaps. If it doesn't, I'm gonna have to miss it. Yeah, I do, Michael, I do. But I wouldn't hold the position to that objective ever. I take the bulk off here, premium. It's like runner objectives. Just gotta retrace. I like the 2 minute, I like the 3 minute that's forming. I like this one because it's above the low that we swept. Of course, when we don't take the CISD, this shit just rips, bro. Because that CISD entry would have been really good. It'd already be 1R, 2.6 for the highs, 4.6, and then the last one on Monday high is 6R. We don't even need that much R, but okay. Just gonna stay patient, see if it retraces. New 15-minute candle starting now, so if we can get an open low high close on this candle, that'd be great. I don't like limit orders. The lack of information when you just leave a limit order. I want to see how price trades to my level, what price does after trading. Yeah, I'm just gonna grind up. I mean, that's okay. 5-minute bullish farming. What do you do to achieve a higher win rate? Aim for less risk to reward. Instead of aiming for higher risk to reward setups, just look to scale into your positions. That's how you can get high risk to reward and high win rate. High risk to reward, in my opinion, you get high risk to reward not by looking for crazy trades that you hold for hours. You get high risk to reward by getting really good trade management, meaning you minimize your losses. For example, so far on this account, we've taken four trades. We've taken 4 trades. But let's just say today. For example, today we took 1 loss. We lost 0.1 R. I trailed my stop today. I managed my trade correctly. It would have been a losing trade. But I only lost 0.1 R. When I win my next trade, if I get even 1 R on my next trade, that's 5 risk reward on average now. My winner was 5 times the size of my loser. Or no, sorry, 10 times. So, minimize your losses. Stay consistent with your wins. You get really good risk reward. How do you get easy wins? Well, aim for less. Take easier trades. YouTube stream is GatieTrades. Well, futures, NASDAQ, yeah, fair play. Basically, wait for some conflict beside the money, FG, FCIC. Yep, you can use that, bro. Nothing wrong with that. I used to trade that way. I want to see this move lower. Might be tough. What's up, Danny? What's an easier trade? Like aiming for less. For example, if you want to be like, if you want to get high risk to reward, don't be the guy that's like, all right, we're gonna go for like this setup. Like, no, that's not gonna be consistent. I mean, in this case, it's not bad, but I'm just saying you can take consistent wins. Imagine you took the CISD and you're like, all right, well, negative 1 standard deviations, or maybe just these highs right here. I mean, this one is still good, but let's just say you did it like this, for example, all the way at the low. It's 1.9R. It's a great trade, right? You can trail your stop as the way goes, right? So I'm just saying it's easier to get higher risk to reward if you just minimize your losses. You don't have to maximize all your wins, because if you maximize wins, which you want to do, right? You want your winners to pay nicely, but it's tough. Last month. I'm want to take a long? I want a refugee. Sure, yeah. Don't make me. I mean, yeah, technically. 3-minute busy there. If we get the OB here, not the best trade. I really hope we retrace lower. You 9 to 5? No, brother. I only trade for 2 hours max every day. It's usually less than 2 hours, usually an hour and a half. To get the OB here, I'm not opposed to taking this trade. Would look something like this. But I would prefer it retrace a little bit lower. If we can take out a short-term low that's put in, that's a good sign. Because then I don't have to worry about my short-term low getting taken out. So I think we'll wait for that. There's also a 5-minute BISI right there. If we could just get a nice like drop with a nice bearish fair value gap into this 5-minute. You know, in the grand scheme of things, we haven't really done much. We're just back into the range. But yeah, we even inversed the 10-minute. So it's pretty good. Took out the low. SMT. But why is this thing so hesitant? Just give me a nice, some nice discount offer. I mean, we're definitely not getting OTE. All right, if this can just continue. Why was I able to trade SPY futures? The futures market's open 23 hours. I really hope the next candle doesn't just expand higher, because that means my model formed. But not A+. I'm okay with consolidation here. It's just accumulation. It's a market maker buy model. I don't mind like taking the next expansion. I'd probably de-risk on this trade though. I would de-risk. I could take 16 contracts. Or just take like 8 or something. I'm okay with this consolidation. I prefer we take out this low and then see an expansion. This the stop loss that I don't like in this trade. That's why I'm being hesitant right now. I don't want to. I don't want to take a trade like this. We'll risk half. I'll risk half. It's risky because we just put in this low, but it's okay. It's the 5-minute bullish fair value gap. It's trading. It's been very bullish. I think the draw on liquidity here is quite strong. Right there. So we have a nice final objective. Might adjust my stop loss. Because I de-risked, I could adjust my stop loss slightly if I need to. We did put in a bullish fair value gap right here. Would want to see that hold. If we make a lower low, I don't mind looking for a re-entry. Like, I'll just enter again with the same half risk if it does something like that. Inside the macro, it's a good trade. It's not a bad trade. Trading pretty deep into this level. We'll see if it inverses the fair value gap or not. That alert here on YM. If this comes up and closes above this high, I'll probably add some small amount, maybe 2. The candle just freeze. Like I was stuck there for a little bit. Coming to this low. Yeah, ES will probably come to this low as well. Get real close. We did test the 5-minute again, but it's really close to our stop loss. We did get out there. Probably give it one more chance. I'll look for one more re-entry. We'd have to get another OB. So like sweeping this. If we get an OB here, we can try that. And I'll be like that'll be my last attempt probably. So I'll give it one more chance. If we were to come back up here, close above, 5 minutes. So yeah, we shouldn't trade too much lower into this. So we'll give it a chance. We have to close above here. What would the risk look like? 30. Yeah, just risk the same. ES touched the 5-minute there as well. Pretty nice breaker if you're bearish. So we'll see. We'll demand an immediate move. If not, then we just call it. So first signs of bullish order flow would be inverse. See if that forms or not. Be a second protraction model entry. Would be opposed to this. No inversion there. It's a unicorn setup if you're bearish. This is your breaker. This is your bearish fair value gap. So if you're bearish, that's your unicorn inside the macro. We just traded into a 10-minute bullish. This was the one I originally wanted longs from. See if we get the inversion here. 1101. Got a bottom wick. It's an aggressive buy at this inversion. But because it's half risk, I think I'm willing to do it. Is there a 2-minute? There's a 2-minute. I guess we can wait a little bit. Because there's a 2-minute right above. 2 stacked 1-minute fair value gaps. So I'll give it a little bit of time. But I'll try it one more time. We manage our risk pretty well. If this just starts to rip, it's going to be hard to get in. Did we get a 30-second inversion? So, trade it into the 2-minute. Just waiting to see if it inverses. Basically just expecting this 10-minute to hold, the 5-minute to hold towards the equal highs. I'm looking for an inversion here. YM looks awful. We also test the 10-minute on YM. We'll try this. Will be the last trade of the day. Taking that 1-minute inversion. Will be my last trade of the day. See if we can deliver higher. The end of the macro. Yeah. We have 6 minutes left in the macro. We already tried this long idea once. We got stopped out. We half risked, risking the other half now. So we risked half here, risking the other half here. If we lose, we're minus 1R. Well, actually 1.1R. If we get closure above this level, should be a bullish order block. So we'll see if we get that. Nonetheless, it's a good trade inside the macro, playing off the previous bullish order flow, inverse the fair value gap. So it's a good trade. We did the hard part. We managed our risk pretty well today as well. So we'll see if it plays out. If we have the right drop, it'll probably play out. That's what my model tells me. You know? Pretty slow, pretty wicky. Pretty slow. I would have expected speed after that inversion. We're not really seeing speed. Quite slow. It could be quite choppy. And I like the rejection from 25% org. Still failure to see the OB. Did we inverse the 2-minute? We didn't inverse the 2. Trading back into the inversion here. Making a lower low. I see the volume imbalance here, but that's quite aggressive. So we'll see if it takes us out. YM already took out that low. The fact that it's revisiting the 5-minute 50% level means it's probably a dead trade. So the 5-minute bullish fair value gap we went long off of, it's right here. We were respecting 50%. The fact we're revisiting it here is quite of a red flag. But we'll see. We did reinverse our entry. We do have a volume imbalance in here. SMT with YM. I'm not going to touch the stop. Right? The idea is that low is protected, so we'll see. So I'm talking about this volume imbalance. A really strong reaction off the volume imbalance. Strong wick. I'll start journaling while we wait for this. Might take a while. Said, how are you so chill? Because I did the hard part, bro. What happens now is irrelevant to me. Doesn't matter if it's a winner or a loser. To me, it's a good trade. Because I have the stats on this model. Taking it thousands of times. Took the inversion, Leonard. Took this inversion right here. Delivering off the 10-minute. So it re-inverse. Hasn't taken the low. But that's what I took the trade on. Took the 10-minute bullish fair value gap. I took this 10-minute bullish fair value gap. We also inversed the previous 10-minute bearish. So I thought we'd get continuation higher. This narrative is really high probability, in my opinion. Where we inverse a 10-minute bearish and we put in a 10-minute bullish. We traded into the 10-minute bullish. We got a nice 1-minute bullish inversion out of it inside the macro with relative equal highs above. To me, that's a good trade, you know? So I don't really care what happens now. But that's just me. Some people will just say I'm coping, but it doesn't matter what they think. I would take this trade again. Whether it loses or plays. It's so complicated. It's only complicated for you, brother. No offense. I'm not saying anything about you in particular, but it's not complicated for me. I'm gonna hold this. Like I've already fully accepted the risk. Either the low's protected or it's not. Could it sweep and then go? Possibly. But I took the trade on the idea that this low is protected. So I'm gonna hold it. Very sideways right now. Really sideways, yeah. It's fine. I'm journaling anyways. It's all journaled nicely. This is, man, this is. Might just close this and just. Okay. Am I just holding on to like a random hope here? Does the trade make sense? I mean, the 10-minute looks kind of good. Traded in, starting to trade higher from the 10-minute bullish. The 10-minute buy side's right there. The other time frames just looks really sideways. Tough to say. I think we just accept the risk and hold. I mean, we de-risk anyways. And again, finally showing me what I expected. It hasn't invalidated the idea. I think we just hold. It's hard to say, but it hasn't invalidated my idea. So, it doesn't make sense to close the trade. It's high resistance, but we shouldn't revisit this now. This should be a balanced price range. If we're going to trade back into this orange box, we're probably going to take out this low. We work through this range so much. During closing a trade. I'm going to close this here. I no longer want to hold on to this. So I'm just going to accept it that it didn't move the way I expected. Shouldn't have traded back into this box. Had we stayed above it, I wouldn't mind holding it. But now I have absolutely no idea what it's going to do. It's just way too choppy. So I'm just going to take it off there. Accept that it wasn't as predicted. And yeah, simple. Simple. Not a bad day. Tough, but it happens. See what everyone's saying. I manually close. Yep, I manually close as well. No closing above 792 in the 5-minute. No longs. Sure, nice. You're looking for 5-minute CISD? 792. Not sure what 792 is, but sure. You have to base trades off the 5-minute candles. I don't have to base the trades off 5-minute. You can base them off the 5-minute candles if you want, though. I don't have to. Stop revenge trading. I didn't revenge trade, bro. Can you explain consistency rule after passing combine? Your best day cannot be 40% of your total profits. You missed the 10 o'clock PO3, bro. I didn't miss anything, bro. Still gambling. Burst empty the open. If you want to think it's a gamble, that's okay. Can you show your color pattern? Thanks in advance. My background is white. Simple white. And then everything is black here, except this color. For the gray, I use D9, D9, D9. Don't worry about it, Francois, bro. The regular trolls are always in here. Don't let them bait you. Consistency rule on Top Step XFA? I don't think so. Not yet, but I heard they're implementing one. I'm gonna go. Take care, Cairo. Hello, Get. I have a question. How did you place a market order and you got it? You can only do this on TradingView. But if you use a TradingView account. But remember, I'm trading separately on my other accounts. So what trades? You can see them right here. Long here, tried the protraction here, failed. Tried the protraction here, pretty much stopped break even. See you in the Discord, brother. I just kept looking for continuation longs. This one was not bad, but it fizzled out. Tried to get a continuation of this expansion, but obviously fizzled out. It's gonna go up now that I closed. That's okay, bro. You can't control that. How do I get that arrow on top step to show we're entered? You have to go to, on top step X, you have to go to settings and executions. Take care, kiss big. First heavy G is a brick. First heavy G is a brick wall indeed, bro. I mean, we're gonna get a nice run to these highs eventually. Hey, bro, did you have to pay for trading premium for the future data? Yes, sir, I did. Sell unicorn. I don't know where you see a bearish unicorn in here, but it's not there, bro. It's definitely not there. Alright, let's finish journaling. Yeah, I know I bought an eval, though. Candidate to trading view with Tradevate, but I have to. Yeah, if you use Tradevate, then you can't, unfortunately. With Tradevate, you can't. You're just gonna have to go manual. Just right click and place sell stops and buy stops. Yeah, I think we made good decisions. This one was a little bit aggressive, but I don't mind the aggression here because of how aggressive this was. So I'm not opposed to any of those trades. Pretty content with that personally. Stuck with my buys going into the day. Was patient. Waited for the macros. Only executed inside the macros. It is what it is. And this could have played out. It still might play out. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Is there any alternative, Gatie? Because I missed entries? Why are you missing entries, bro? I don't understand. Probably the main takeaway is not trying to demand a higher, low. I mean, I wasn't demanding a higher, lower, low. We were playing inside the range, so did pretty good. You know, I'm not mad. We're down 1R. Price is favoring both sides of the market today. Favoring both sides? What do you mean favoring both sides? Do you see how it's not showing long? Look how 792 is holding, and if it goes above it, I'll go long. Sure, bro. If that's your model, man, stick to it, bro. Stick to it. No, we're minus 1R today. Like buy side and sell side. We didn't really take any buy side. We had some nice retracements, but does trading view lag? It's a good thing we closed that trade manually. Looks like we'd probably be stopped here. Reverse head and shoulders type shit? I mean, that's not me, but sure. Do you always try to predict buys rather than what's on the chart? As you said, the short was A. Plus massively in premium. This short here. If I was bearish, well, it's not just that. It's like, yeah, I expected it to go lower, but it just, in my opinion, there was no high probability short ideas. Like, yeah, it's not a bad idea. The reason I'm not taking it is because I personally thought that going in today, there was a chance that the market was just going to pump really aggressively, just because of how bullish it already was. Could you have framed a high probability trade from this high to this low? Yeah, but I don't think it would be as high probability as the long. So that's why I didn't want to take it. So yes, it's a high probability short from like here to here. You can frame that as a high probability trade. But it's not as high probability as the long that I was expecting to form from here, because it aligns with everything. So this is about probabilities. I'd rather wait and just take the long if it forms than to take this short, because the way I've perceived it was going to be higher probability. And if I just take every single setup like this every time, it's not going to be in my favor. I'm going to miss out on the moves. So for example, say I took this trade and then lost, right? I now have to say, okay, well, I have to take this long that I also wanted to take originally. This was the original trade I was looking for, right? And if I want to take that, I have to open myself up to more risk, Can you? Yeah, but How do you define bias? I'm minus 1 RJ. I'm not up today. Minus 1 R. What was the reason for not taking it long? I did take it. I think lunch will probably deliver higher, but I mean, we'll see. How's the stock market doing? Still pretty green. The good old unexpected Trump news event driver. I love how they just added that in there, Enigma. You in profit today? Minus 1 R for me. As in the bottom with the CIZ. Yep, exactly. This one. This was the one I wanted. I was a little bit hesitant taking it right here. I just wanted to see a little bit more. I wanted to see if this fair value gap was going to form. Then it formed and it started pumping. Circle of success. I don't want your help, bro, but feel free to come in here and say what you got to say, bro. I was up 15R, lost it all back to due to greed. But how do you go up 15R and get greedy, bro? That's like 15R, bro. 15R? Got greedy over 15R, bro? What more do you want, man? What's an R? R is like 1 R if you trade, like it's risk. Every trade I risk 1 R. Well, not 1 R, but I know what my 1 R value is. It's like 1 trade worth of risk. 1 trade worth of risk. Circles of light taught. Circles of success taught ICT. If he took the help, he wouldn't have been long. Good job, bro. What would you consider 1 R and 150K eval? It depends. For me, it's 750. For me, it's 750. Gatie, what's the best macro for you that mostly always deliver? 950 and 1050. It's the only ones I trade. What's your daily profit target? I mean, minimum 1 R. But I don't have a minimum. I just trade what makes sense. Whatever I get, I get. 150K funded? I would probably decrease that to like 300. How much do you risk on the eval stage for a $2,000 drawdown? Me personally, I risk 500 per trade. That's just me. I like to be aggressive. Aggressive, but still enough to trade properly, you know? What time do you start trading? I start trading at 9:30. Why is the macro called macro? So ICT called it. He's the one who brought it up. Let's put that in there. Yeah, and this journal about to be hella long, bro, because I'm going to start putting in my daily outlook. I'm going to start putting in my daily outlook inside my journal. That way I can go back and see. It just makes my journal so long. But I like it. Long? Nah. I'm not going to try it again. How many counts have you blown? I actually haven't blown that many, but still a decent amount. I've just always been pretty passive, you know. I only recently started risking like 500 on a eval, and I'm very passive on my fundeds. I just believe in the consistency. Obviously, I went on tilt multiple times. I've obviously went on tilt multiple times. That obviously cost me some accounts. I don't know how many, but decent amount. Definitely a decent amount. People asking for your chart settings, bro. It's generational. Wait, really? It's generational? That's all I wanted, man. That's all I wanted, man. Alright, let's get a good picture of the fusions here. Yeah, I'm happy I closed that trade manually. I feel like the old me would have just held it because I wanted to see it play out. Closing a trade manually is not easy. Circle of success, bro. Not everyone has to trade your model, bro. All right? We don't all have to trade the same way you trade. How many ICT traders lost today? Well, I mean, look at the market, bro. It's tough. It was tough. Would have been a good day to sit out. Never came back above 9:30 open. So like, yeah, I mean, realistically, it's such a outlier of a day, you know. Usually we come above 9:30 open after 9:30. We didn't do that. Like, this is your 9:30 high. We opened and only went lower. That's kind of a red flag, you know. That usually never happens. Only good win we could have took in the short of the S&P and CFTC. Yeah, right here was there was a good short right here. Yeah, that was pretty much, you know, you had to expect a expansion lower. You could have taken this. You could have taken this. It was probably the best trade. The timing was a little bit off for me, but was a very outlier day. I was feeling bad about my losses this last week, but I guess it's always bigger fish. Uh, you're still in longs. It hurts. I mean, we're still holding the 10. It's 11:30 now, so if it's gonna go, it's gonna go now. You think ICT concepts will stop working? No. There's some concepts that can simply not fail, you know? And I try to focus on those concepts. For example, power of three. You cannot doesn't ICT or not, bro. I don't know if ICT is I don't know if PO3 was initially taught by ICT. I feel like there was probably someone before him. Maybe he teaches it a little bit differently. You cannot hide PO3. Every single candle is going to distribute at a certain time. Now, obviously, some candles just go sideways, but assuming the candle is going to be expansive, every single candle has a distribution. So, if every candle has a distribution, there's always going to be signatures in that distribution, whether it's signature of something like this, which is a breaker and a reversal, whether it's signature of this, which is a reversal, which is my protraction. Like, you just can't hide it, bro. You simply can't hide the signatures of a PO3 reversal or protraction. You can't. ICT or not. I don't care. Take away fair value. I mean, even fair value gaps. Fair value gaps have been in the marketplace forever. Like, opening range gap, you simply cannot hide it. It's always been there. New day opening gaps, always been there. These gaps in the marketplace, without question, are there. They're just without question. The market draws to these gaps. No one can question that, period. I don't care if it's ICT concept. I don't care if it's algorithmic. It probably is, in my opinion. But it's simply, without question, the market draws to these gaps. The market's always drawn to these gaps. So that's what I focus on. Highs and lows, gaps, and then confirmation of PO3 distributions. That's it. And then obviously timing. 9:30 hourly closures. Is there 10:30, 11:30 macros? 10:30, it's not a macro. 10:30 is the start of the hourly candle in regular trading hours. So if I'm expecting a certain range to be put in here, it makes sense that it's going to start at 10:30. Think about it like this, Garrett. Unless 10:30 opens, so let's say 10:30 opens, unless we go just sideways, like that never happens. We almost always go up, higher or lower. Like in this case, this is the 10:30 range. It's quite a small range. I expected a higher range, but it's a small range. But there's always a range being put in. That range starts at 10:30 every time. 10:30 starts. There's a range. Look at the range here. It's a pretty decent range. Whether it's small or large, there's always a range. So you know as soon as 10:30 comes, you can start to expect to see some sort of movement higher or lower. it's like the start of a race, you know? Like people are gonna move, you know? They may not be fast, it may not be really clear where, but the race starts at 10:30. It's gonna move one way or another. So I just use that to my advantage. And that's how I frame all my trades, really. And I like that. I like doing it that way because it's not something that's hidden, right? It's not like, man, is that really true? Like, no, there's not. It's there. It's every day. It's not ambiguous. 10:30 is the candles open. We see that's when the race starts every day, every single time. You know. Yeah, I take trades on live. You can hide it with the hike and actually can. I mean, okay, sure. Have you ever considered order book? I never look. No, I've never considered it. Why do some traders say that Monday is a low probability day? A lot of big fish don't participate on Monday because it's the beginning of the week. Usually Monday, a lot of the time Monday just engineers liquidity. But if you're a day trader, you can find high probability trades, man. People act like you have to trade expansion. I'm -1 R today at SMC short. Your name's Corey, right? Is your name Corey? -1 R. So it's usually just not that big of a move. Also, just statistically speaking, Monday usually is somewhat consolidated. Took a loss on NQ today. That's okay, bro. That's okay, brother. CMD playing out right now? What's CMD? Don't tell me CMD is consolidation, manipulation, distribution, but don't tell me CMD is that, bro. Don't. Don't. Yep, I'm gonna hop on Addy. Hop on what? Call? Don't tell me that, bro. Don't tell me you trade CMD, bro. Consolidation. Bro, that's like saying, alright, bro, I trade like fucking SFB, bro. Sideways, fake out, breakout, bro. So you see here we have the sideways, like we have the fake out and the breakout, bro. Like, come on, bro. How these 1 hour losses starting to stack up? Wait, my 1 hour losses? Terraria after. I don't think I have time to play Terraria today, bro. I trade patterns, bro. Head and shoulders, bro. I had the whole mouse pad. You like soups or SMT better? I don't know what that means, bro. SFB is crazy. That is crazy, bro. What's the best way for me to switch to futures from options? Trade NQ. It's pretty much the same thing. Let's get a prop firm account. With that being said, I'm taking my 1.5 hour later, G. Take care, brother. Your -1 R's are what broker do you use for your live account? I use interactive brokers personally. Best prop right now for futures. Number 1 is Alpha. Number 2 is Top Step. They're close, but in my opinion, without question, if you're trying to get consistent payouts, it's Alpha. 5 accounts. Even Alpha is going to implement 5 accounts. So why is Alpha better? It's easier to get payout. They don't have a buffer rule. Even Top Step's going to add a 50% consistency. And Alpha's going to get 5 accounts. On my interactive broker account, it's my own. It's my own. But I don't day trade futures on my live account. Too risky for me right now. I'd want to see more consistency from myself before I start day trading futures. I don't think I'm quite there yet. -1 R for me today, bro. Alright, we're all journaled. Very nice and organized. I don't have any money in crypto. I don't trade crypto. Just thought of CMD finished, not using it. Wow, okay. I'm gonna start using SFB. We're talking about Apex. Apex offers the best scalability in the entire space, but they don't have the easiest rules to get a payout. So if you're gonna get only a couple accounts, I would not recommend Apex. If you plan on getting like, I guess more than 5, then I'd probably recommend Apex. Tomorrow, A+2 RR reversal model. We all catching it? I'm good, bro. Yeah, we'll see tomorrow. What's good, bro? I missed a live today. What was the move? But the move today was nuts. Yeah. Okay. Am I all journaled? Wish you don't use your model, but I'd like to hear your analysis. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, you don't have to use my model. That's just the way I like this. This is the way that makes most sense to me. The way that I'm most like the reason I like my model, and the reason you need your own model is because you need to be able to trust it, right? You need to have something that you can actually trust. Thoughts on trailing SL into profit versus having TPs. Sometimes that is probably the best thing to do, but not every time. I only believe in putting stop loss to levels that make sense. Unless we start hitting TPs, then sure, you can just trail your stop to TP. You finish break even. Your stock pushes must be up like 30% by now. 30% of my account, or 30% in general. I mean, on the day we're up 5%. In general, on the account, we're up 16%. 20%. So can't complain about that for sure. If you're gonna get 5+ accounts, no reason to not get 5. Yeah. How long did it take to get your first payout? It's been a 1.5 year for me, not a passing like on so depressed, couldn't decide even if it's for me, man. I feel bad answering now, bro. I'm gonna be honest. It took me 3 months to get my first payout, but I wouldn't compare because I would argue 3 months of 3 months of like I did ICT for 3 months. Oh no. So 3 months after I got my first eval is when I got my first payout. 3 months after I got my first eval. And I probably studied for around 5 months before. So can you compare? Possibly. But in those 5 months, I had over 1,000 backtested trades. I watched 2016, 2022, 2023, and actually I watched 2022 twice and 2016 twice. And I had 1,000 backtested trades. I was already profitable on demo for 1 month. Then I got an eval. I blew like 3 evals just from going on tilt. And then my 4th one, or I think maybe it was my 3rd one, that's when I got a payout. You know, Gatie always reminded me of Arno from Assassin's Creed for no reason at all. That's so random, bro. Do you trade alone? I trade alone. I don't like people in my ear when I trade. In between which hours is PM session? From 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. You just gotta figure out what's not working, brother. Okay, so we'll call you okay, so you have to figure it out, man. Is it the model? Is the model failing you? Is the model consistently not playing out when you have the right objective? Are you failing the model? Are you even trading consistently the same model? A lot of people, they don't even trade the same model every day or every week or every month. Well, how the hell are you going to be consistent then? If every single trade you take is different, you're going to get no consistent data, you're going to get no consistent wins, no consistent losses. So therefore, you can't consistently improve, you can't consistently reflect. You're basically just trading random stuff, bro. You need to have a consistent model. Do you think you can be profitable with TDR strategy? Of course. Right now? I mean, I don't know what a strategy is, but of course, you can be profitable with any strategy. Okay, let me just make sure my journal's all good. Yeah, I'll probably give myself a 5.5 today. Everything today I did was really good, except this trade. This was more of a FOMO trade. It didn't break any rules, but it's not it's not the patience I was looking for. It's not quite the patience. So this trade should have been taken. If I didn't take this trade, I probably would have given myself like an 8 out of 10 performance today. Because I took this trade, I'm going to give myself a 5 out of 10. Didn't break any rules. Why did I FOMO? It's because I was really confident in us taking this level. So as soon as I saw this confirmation and this order block, I was like, yeah, like I think it can just speed up. So it's not a rule break, but I've taken better trades. I also took it when an SMT formed, and I knew it, but I thought we would speed up and break the SMT. Just because I thought this level was way too high probability. I still think we're going to take that level. Obviously, it's way too clean equal highs. But it wasn't A. It was too premium. And I knew that, so. But it was inside the macro. It wasn't too bad. So I'm not giving myself like a 3. Like, it was inside the macro. It's a solid candle. We got the OB. It's not bad, you know? It's not bad. You think it's high of week today? Damn, do you think the market completely reverses? It's possible, man. It's possible. I don't know. I'm like kind of bullish towards like an all-time highs eventually. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's only 1.6K more. Why did you miss that long? I didn't miss any long. You saying why didn't I take the CISD down here? Too aggressive in my opinion. It's 1040. Too aggressive for me. Too many reasons it could have failed. And if it was going to be bullish, no, it's not exactly the same as the first trade. First trade's in the 950 macro. First trade has way more time and duration to work with. And the drawn liquidity is a lot clearer. And yeah. First trade had decent move. First trade had decent potential in reducing risk towards that 15-minute bearish fair value gap. This one did not. Because it's right there. As soon as we traded the CISD on the 1 minute, we're inside a 5-minute bearish. So it's quite similar. We're expecting lower. I didn't know, to be honest. I didn't know. What I was waiting for is I wanted to see if we're going to put in a bullish fair value gap. That's all I wanted to see. I wanted to see if the next candle was going to print bullish or if the next candle was going to just come right back down here, right? I didn't want to just take the first CIC that formed. That wasn't enough. Maybe if there was an inversion in here. I mean, there is one. There's an inversion right here, but then it re-inversed and then re-inversed. That's red flag. Like, so then I'm thinking this is sloppy. Look how long it took to get the CISD as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the 7th candle gives you a CISD, but into a 5-minute bearish. That's too much of a red flag. Too much of a red flag. This one was similar though. It was similar, but inside the macro, and this one had good potential to like at least come here, you know. So, how many models? I mean, to me, it's the same model. Trading 930 PO3 distribution. Just 3 different ways I can enter the trade. 3 different entry models, I guess you can say it. 3 different ways I can trade the same move. CMD, I mean, to an extent. For me, that's only like, the way I trade, the actual accumulation manipulation is pretty, it's not how most people do it. Did you win or lose today? Today was a lost day for me, brother. I'm still in this on the 5-minute. Yo, you're still in? Damn, bro, you confident, bro. Make any dough from TikTok? Nah. Oh, Garrett and George are both in on this 5-minute. You guys have the same profile picture. It's a green circle that says G. Your rules say no trade today because tomorrow news. So why you on? My rules definitely don't say that. I'm still in longs, bro. I just don't expect a higher high or lower low on the day. So I play inside the range. It's okay. Asia will deliver 5,000 points to the upside as always. For real, bro. I mean, it wasn't even Asia. It was London. It was London. I mean, this idea looks like, look at ES. Like, it formed really nicely. It's just not the right time for the market to move, you know, that's all. Like, tell me this doesn't look super bullish. This looks really freaking bullish, in my opinion. I don't know. That's just me, though. All right, boys. We're going to call it there. It's 11:50. I'm going to go make a second breakfast. I'm going to go to the gym later as well. So, appreciate everyone coming through. I'll see you guys live tomorrow. Tomorrow is CPI. So, looking forward to CPI. And yeah, I'll see you guys live tomorrow. Appreciate everyone coming through. If you're not in the Discord, we're probably going to do a very big fat giveaway soon. So if you want to be a part of that giveaway, join the Discord. It's free. This is the chart colors. Everything is black. The canvas is white. So everything black, the canvas is white, except for the up close candles. It's a gray. D9, D9, D9. Those are my personal chart colors. This YouTube live is going to be saved, so you can always go back. Pray for you, bro. I hope this 5-minute is stronger than Roman Empire, bro. And it just hold for the rest of eternity. Add me to your Discord. I'm not going to add you, bro, but you can join for free if you want. I don't want to add it like individual people. First day was good and lucky. There was an SMT. Yeah, we got an SMT at the highs. So that's why I trailed my stop here, right? So we didn't really lose. Appreciate you, brother. All right, take